BruceGas, I think that's right. Salute everybody, salute man. This is we just saw Gillian Welch and David Rollins. That was at the Newport Folk Festival. That was a couple of weekends ago. My friend Amy Caribbean, she let me use that footage. And just a little something I want to throw in there. Because there's nothing like the Newport Folk Festival, Newport Jazz Festival. And I got Leon Muhammad coming to talking to us in a little bit, and I'm going to call him up in a few minutes. Terrible Tim will be up here too, man. Regular old timers talking some boxing. Leon's got a lot to say, man. Leon wanted to come last night. He's in the hospital. He wasn't feeling too well, I guess, last night. He called me up and he said he wants to pull it together and come on tonight and join us. So we just we'll kick back a little bit, man. See what's going on in the world of boxing today. Because I know we have tomorrow the Virgil Ortiz and the Sergey Boachuk fight, man. You know, this is 154 pounds. A lot is happening at 154 right now, man. We just have we got Bud Crawford. His fight with Canelo's been turned down. It's been, going back and forth. So Bud needs somebody else to fight at 154. We got Sebastian Fandora, who holds a belt. We got Beck, the Eastern European. I forget his name, man. But there's a Beck in there, and then we have there's quite a few opponents at 154. Let's take a look at 154. Look at my make sure I'm on here. Beautiful. And like I said, man, we're just waiting for a few more minutes for Tim to come back on. And I'll call Leon. In fact, I have to set up. I keep forgetting Leon doesn't have a link to click, so we're gonna have to go into the Google voice over here. Let's see, man. Let's see if I can get Leon's number in there. Bear with me for a second here while I take care of this. Phone contacts. This number in there. Phone details. Got 9. 917-528-9450. Yeah, we're ready to go on that. It's 9:15, 8:15. Let me give him a buzz, and we'll see if old Leon's ready to talk some boxing. Maybe he's still sleeping. You know how live TV is.
Please leave your message for
Johan Fred. Let me, he'll probably call back on that number. In the meantime, my gracious co-host just came in the building, man. 2-time heavyweight champ of the world, terrible Tim Witherspoon. I just called Leon, Tim, and he didn't answer his phone.
Oh, up and down, all kind of medicine. Giving all kind of medicine. He said he was going to come on, right?
Yeah. I got a feeling he's going to call me back in a minute. I called him earlier, and he was taking a nap about 2 hours ago.
But he said he was coming on, right?
He said he was coming on.
Wow, Lee. We need him to contribute to the channel.
Well, he called me. I didn't ask him to come on. He's got something to say, so he gave me a buzz, and he wanted to come on. And like I said, he was taking a nap. I'll try calling him back. I'll call him back again. And see
what's his number?
His number is number. Yeah, but I got to call him through the computer so we can get him online.
Okay, let me see. His number was
917.
Oh, 917. Let me see. Let me see if I got it. 917. I'm calling him now.
You want to call him? I was just going to call him myself. All right. Well, tell him I'm gonna if you do get him, tell him I'm gonna call him back in 2 seconds to get him on the show, because I just called him and he didn't answer.
Lee, I know you. Oh, he tired. Leon, he hung up. He must be. He never did that to me. He must be on medication. He must
Rascal.
be. He must be not feeling that good.
Nah, he was in the hospital. You know that.
Ah, that's right.
But he called me up and told me he was feeling good and he wanted to get on the line. He wanted to get online and talk about some stuff. So, man, he was gonna take a nap. I guess he's not. But hey, let me shout out Chris. Oh, here he is. Leon, brother Leon.
Yeah, he probably not feeling good, huh?
He's on the line right now. Leon, can you hear me? He hung up.
Yeah, I just called him. He talked kind of sluggish.
Let's see if he called. Here he is. Here, call him back.
Yeah,
If he's tired,
There he is.
Hello.
is he tired? Is he tired?
No, he's on the line. Timmy's here too, Leon.
Hello.
Hello. He just hung up on us, man.
He's kind of awkward. He usually don't do that.
Let's see if he calls back again. Let's see. We got Chris is in here, man. Angel Diaz, Rascalat. That's him calling me on my regular line. Leon. Yeah. You want to go on those? You want to go on the show?
I'm on.
All right. Let me call. All right. Let me call you right back on the other line, and Tim's on here with me. Okay, man. Let's try this one more time, everybody. One more time.
He sounds kind of tired.
Yeah.
I got to start getting me a haircut.
Here we go.
Oh.
Okay, we can hear you. We can hear you, brother.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, brother? Say something, Tim.
Leon, it's Tim. It's Tim and Bruce. How you doing? How you feel?
I'm hold on. Get there.
Oh, you kind of tired, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to do a short something.
Yeah,
You're not ready. You're not ready, Leon. You're not ready for tonight, are you?
No, call me tomorrow.
All right, champ. We'll call you tomorrow, man. Take care of yourself.
Okay, Lee. Yeah, we could get him. They probably gave him some medicine. This would have been a beautiful. This guy knows everything. He knows how the promoters worked. He knows a lot of stuff. And you did your show before, and
many times. 81 years old, and he fell down in the subway last week in the heat. So he had to go to the hospital. He's still in the hospital. And like I said, he called me earlier, and he said he was feeling better, and he wanted to come on tonight. And damn.
They probably gave him some medicine.
Yep. They definitely did, man. In fact, I'm going to give myself some medicine. It's a trying experience over here.
Yeah.
Al Rahim is out there, man. Shout out to Al Rahim. Shout out to Rascalat, Angel Diaz, and Smith. I saw Keenan Aki's out there, man. DJ Cleveland, Just Do Boxing. Thank you, cats, for coming in here. And like I said earlier, this is live TV. I got the champ up here, and we're gonna get Leon Muhammad up here, and Leon's just not feeling good tonight. We'll try him. Tomorrow's boxing, so we're not gonna do a show tomorrow. We'll go on. We'll go on maybe on Sunday or on Monday. But
okay, boxing is boxing coming on tomorrow.
Oh yeah, man. We got some nice boxing coming on tomorrow. We got Virgil Ortiz is in the ring against Boachuk.
Whoa.
Big fight at 154.
So you want to go on tomorrow?
Hey, the cost of boxing. I love doing that, champ.
That's right. we talked about. I was like thinking about the conversation we had yesterday, and like the boxers that's really high up on the horse right now. We was figuring about how would they do back in certain eras, and I don't think they would do that good. I don't think they do that good. They good
Which one?
guys too. They good guys. If they had the good teaching we had back then, you see a whole lot more beautiful things. I love to see the Sugar Ray Leonard slipping, Sugar Ray Robinson in his punches, and all those type of things. And I'm really upset, not upset about how come we don't see that these days. We see action, but not like we used to. We know it, but they don't. And this is just my opinion. And this is all like the public, the boxing community, um, the new community. This is all they know. But if they looked on some videos back in the day, they'll see what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like Sugar Ray, Joe Frazier, how he would keep his hands up and roll, come up. Ali boxed. He boxed, so he bounced, bing, bing. He got hit with a lot of good shots because when he got older, but when he was younger, you couldn't hit him. But when he got older and slowed down, you could hit him. But it is a big difference. And I guess it's also the era we in where the people watching the boxing, they love it, they support it, and this is what they support. I support it, but I know there's some better stuff out there. I know
Let me,
some, you know.
let me go take a look at today's boxing headlines, and we'll see what's going on with Let me let me see here. There we go.
I was around the greats, Bruce. I was around them, hear them talk, sitting right next to Joe Frazier, sitting right next to Ali, sitting. I was with Sugar, all of them. It's just not like it used to be, but it's okay.
That definitely not like it used to be. What do you think of Canelo Alvarez now? He's not going to fight Crawford. He's not going to fight David Benavidez. He's not going
I
to fight
think,
David Bell.
well, he's making all that money. He's famous, and that kind of wears a champion down. He's got money. He's got money. He's not like he used to do when he was hungry. He's not hungry. He's just trying to satisfy different errors and people opinion. Right now, if he retired, he can go down and he's going down history as one of the great Latino boxers and stuff. So he's coming back. He knows he can make a lot of money, and he doesn't have to. But he's in there everywhere. Well, man, if I fight these guys, I might lose a little bit of prestige. You know, should I take these fights? I know the money there. Would he lose prestige and history? You know what I'm talking about? Would he lose what he built up? And I think that's what was probably going through his mind and everything. A lot of people want him to fight. I think he want to fight, but he don't need to fight. He proved his point.
If
That's just my opinion.
if he stays in the game, though, I think he's got to fight the top echelon. He can't fight Edgar Berlanga, John Ryder. There's no, these guys don't bring anything to the table. They don't bring any excitement. If he's going to stay in the game, I want to see him fight Benavidez. Absolutely, Benavidez has been calling him out for years. I mean,
but back in his day, I think Benavidez, because he's tough and stuff like that, doing ever. But back in I keep on forgetting.
Oh, me too, man.
Yeah, back in what's the boxer you talking about?
Canelo.
I gotta stop all that. I had his name.
I
Back in
hate
Canelo day, I don't know if Benavidez would have competed like he did today. It's different. I gotta stop doing this, man. I gotta stop doing it. Yeah, Canelo was pretty sharp, and I saw Benavidez. But do you know the difference that I always talk about? Defense. Somewhere along the line, you're gonna get hit. You gotta have defense too. Canelo borderline had defense. He was good, but these young guys, they throw punches and don't block. Defense is just as beautiful.
You think he should?
Got any videos of Benavidez?
Yeah, but we get in trouble if we show him.
Okay. I seen him fight.
I think he hits hard. He's a very active fighter. He knows how to cut the ring off, and I don't know, man. Ever since Canelo lost to Bivol, he's been fighting easy fighters. He's not fighting the top competition. You know, maybe he's got the money. He's already beat the.
He proved his point.
But still, he's got to fight. He's got to fight contenders. Belanga he's got to blow Belanga right out of the ring. That's going to last 4 rounds. Canelo says he's mad. He says he wants to knock him out. I think he can knock him out.
I seen that. He either got to retire and be happy, or risk the chance of losing his prestige. You got to risk his chance. He could be greater if he got up there and won, but he might have a chance of losing a lot of things by going in there. Shouldn't he retire? He got enough money. He fought everybody. Right?
He's got enough money for him, for his grandkids, for his grandkids. Smoking in G Shop. Salute, my sister. Thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate it. Okay, man, Mike's in here too, man. Mike Mazak. Salute, my brother. Thanks so much for coming by. And hey, man, we're going to get Leon Muhammad on here. Leon's not feeling good tonight. Leon's 81 years old, man. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say Leon's probably the most intelligent guy involved in boxing. I mean, Leon
knows everybody.
He knows everybody. He knows what's going on today. He knows what went on yesterday. He knows what's going to go on tomorrow. He stays on the edge. And man,
he knows all the businessmen. He knows all the managers. He knows all the promoters. They know him. Everybody know him. All the way back around Ali, a little bit before Ali, around Muhammad Ali and his era, that's where this man come from. And he knows everybody's business. Bob Arum, everybody. He knows everybody's business.
Yep.
Everybody knows him too.
We're going to get him on again soon, and definitely pay attention to what Leon has to say, because like Tim said, he not only knows everybody, but he's got an opinion on everything. He's not afraid to say it. He'll tell them if they're doing the wrong thing, the right thing, and he's just been around for such a long time, and everybody respects what he has to say.
And he knows a lot of personal stuff that happened too, like personal decisions that the boxers made. Like because he was the matchmaker. Like he would find the opponents. He would find the opponents for all. He had to talk to the promoters, talk to the managers, talk to the trainers. He know about on 3 levels: the promoters, the managers, and the trainers. He know what they had to go through, and he can explain it. And this type of guy that you really should have him on. We have him on before. He knows all those different levels and what happened. Mm-hmm. That is all the boxing world's mind. Everybody trying to figure out, wonder why that happened. Leon, no.
And he's got something to say too, because he called me. He wanted to do this 2 days ago, and he wasn't feeling good, and he wanted to do it yesterday. We couldn't get it together, and he called me back today. So he wants to come on here, but Leon is 81 years old. His health is failing on him, so just say your prayers for him. But definitely, hey, Daniel Berry, salute, thanks for coming by, brother. Yes. Definitely keep your notification on, because Leon will be back again, and he's got something he wants to get off his chest. Something's going on in boxing right now, and he wants to talk about it.
What did what's his name? 22 Rachel 22.
Rasclot.
What does he mean? You read that?
He said David Morrell looked mediocre in his last fight. Well, David Morrell looked mediocre in his last fight. Benavidez looked mediocre in his last fight. That's why these guys, they got to get together. There's really nobody that's standing out there. We're going to say it's going to be the ruler at 160. Yeah, they got Morrell, Benavidez.
So are we waiting for the next the next superstar out of all these guys to show up. I mean, you got Crawford and stuff like that, but through all those guys, you waiting for the next superstar to show up, right?
I'm always waiting for the next superstar to show up.
Okay.
Tomorrow Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz is a I mean, this is an awesome fighter. I think he's like 21-0 with 21 knockouts.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been primed to go for a title, but he got this thing rhabdomyosis where.
Oh yeah, you was telling me about that. Yeah.
I told you about that. So
what's wrong with that? What does that do? Again,
it's muscle wasting. It eats your muscles up, and
wow.
and puts him in a bad way. Let me take a quick glance at his record over here. Yeah, I was right. 21-0, 21 knockouts.
Woo!
He's ranked number 2 in the world at super welterweight at 154.
Woo!
But the thing is, he just hasn't fought anybody. He fought Kavaliauskas.
Okay.
Thomas Delorme. Yeah, he hasn't made the big step. Tomorrow night, he's going for the WBC interim belt, which is kind of a weak belt anyway.
Okay. Usually they give the steps up. They give some of the boxers these little tiny belts so they can get I've got this little one because the big one is coming. The big belt is coming, and that motivates them. Oh, I got this North American belt or the USBA. And so they feel like they're champs and getting ready for the big one.
Rascalat's got a question to you. More, my brother. Salute to you, my man. More salutes us both. Rascalat says, Tim, if he wins out, who do you think wins out? Emil Griffith or Floyd Mayweather at welterweight?
Oh, Griffin. Listen, Floyd is a hell of a boxer. Emil Griffin is tough. He's tough. And I would pick Emil. Floyd is a slick boxer. But Emil Griffin, I was with him. He is tough. And when you see him fight, he throws some hard power punches. Bruce can answer that a little. Bruce can answer that.
No, I only saw him fight on TV from films. I never saw him fight live. And man,
I don't know if Floyd could punch hard enough to take him out because he's pretty rough. He's pretty rough. Emil Griffin, I was with him. I had a chance to be with him, and he was really nice guy. Really nice guy.
Fast and slick.
Yes, and strong, and he could punch.
Susanna, salute my sister. Thank you for coming by from the Philippines.
That's just my opinion. That's all. I had a chance to be around him. I had a chance to be around him, and I briefly was around Floyd Mayweather briefly in Vegas. I was around his father a lot more than I was him, but I was around Griffin. I was in training camp with him. He can punch. He killed that dude allegedly. What's the dude's name? He hit him real hard, knocked him out.
Benny Parrott. Parrott. And they say he was never the same after that. They say he lost his killer instinct, if you want to use that word. He had very, very few knockouts after that.
Yeah.
Does that mess a boxer up do you know any other boxers who kill somebody in the ring and it messes up their head?
Somebody. I got to get sharp on this show. Somebody recently in the last 10 years.
I don't write nothing down. I just come out here and talk boxing.
Yeah, me either. Yeah, I don't.
But yeah, I mean, anybody from your era that you knew, especially heavyweights, because heavyweights are killers. You don't know anybody who took a life in the ring or lost a life in the ring?
No, I can't.
Yeah, it's not as common as people think. I guess it's the boxers who died in the ring. They're
some lighter weights. Who was that? That it was a lighter weight. And he knocked the guy. He knocked him out, and he died later.
Oh,
This
there was
happened like 10 years ago.
oh, maybe you're thinking of Ray Boom Boom Mancini.
Oh, Boom Boom and Dooku, but there was another one too, I think. Yeah, Boom Boom, Ray Mancini, and Dooku Kim. Yeah, that was sad too. That was really sad. You know.
And then there was the Lupe Pintor and Johnny Owens. Johnny Owens died.
Okay.
Lupe was a tough. He was a monster. I hate to use the word killer now that people have died in the ring.
Yeah.
This doesn't sound right.
Gotta say monster, huh?
That sounds a little bit better. But tomorrow's a pretty decent. It'll be a pretty decent fight. And then there's also there's a top rank card on. I think it's like next week, and that's what I know Leon would want to talk about that one because Leon is with Top Rank. He knows. I think.
Did you hear anything about Anderson? Any news about Anderson lately? What are you going to do? I think he won that fight.
Let me take a look. I'm going through the headlines right now. Let's see if we got a.
Yeah, Anderson won that fight. He won that. In my eyes, he won that fight. He was up for that fight. He got robbed before. He lost fights. I think he deserved this fight. He deserved it to win that.
He got robbed big time.
Yeah.
Today they're doing the Olympic gold medals today, and
Okay.
That transgender boxer, the one that they said was a man, he won a gold medal today.
He beat a girl up. He beat a girl up.
Yeah. That's I don't know, man. Boxing's going in a really, really weird
So in
direction.
his private area, he has both.
People are saying that it's the chromosomes. He's got the X and the Y chromosomes. He's got way more testosterone, more muscle. It's a weird thing. It's a strange thing. But
What kind of private stuff do we have?
I don't know. I ain't gonna look down there, man. On a birth certificate it says woman. On a passport it says woman. But when they give her these gender tests, it comes up as a male. So it's a weird world we're living in, Tim. Nick M's Classic Boxing Channel. Salute, brother. And Chris mentioned Billy Collins. That was the Louis Resto incident from about 40 years ago.
Okay.
And man, yeah, the ring is a dangerous place. It's a dangerous place, but
Defense.
we don't hear deaths in the ring. I don't know, man. Maybe we do, maybe we don't, but it doesn't seem like it's really predominant in boxing. And the ones that we hear, they stay with us, like the Dooku Kim, the Billy Collins,
Yeah.
Benny
A
Parrott.
couple other guys too.
Yeah, there's a couple.
ones.
It's a tough sport, but our boy Big Baby Miller, he definitely won that fight.
Yeah.
Definitely, he got ripped off big time. We
He
saw.
was backing Ruiz up. He was backing Ruiz up the whole fight. And you got to take it from your opponent. You got to show aggression. You got to show some smart aggression. Not just some old just coming in. You got to, and Big Baby in my eyes won that fight. I don't know. Ruiz, probably his prestige and the way he fought other boxers probably helped him in that fight. And Anderson, he just barely beats people. And he's like, he's tough and durable, but not really classy like. And that probably he could lose the fight. This guy been here, he done that. He didn't win the championships or nothing like that, but he's always in a rugged fight. I don't think they gave it to him because of that too. Also, he's not really sharp and classy, but he put some stuff in that fight. He did pretty good in that fight.
I don't even think people are mentioning Andy Ruiz now in any kind of top 10 heavyweight ranking. He came back. He didn't impress. He broke his hand, so that's going to be another lengthy layoff for him. So I don't know if
So
we're going to see.
he did break his hand.
It looked like it. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but it seemed. I
Yeah.
think he said it.
Yeah, that's
But
maybe he did. It's
it's
you know, he's
it's a tough sport, man. It's a tough sport, and I just hope Leon's all right, man. I hope everything works out well for him. We'll give him a call tomorrow. I'll call him tomorrow just to
oh
make sure.
Jill McCullen, didn't he kill somebody? Did Jill
No,
McCullen?
Gerald McClellan, he got knocked out by
No, he got knocked out, but so, Chris is saying Jerry McCullen. Oh well, what you mean, Chris?
yeah. I don't know if
He
Gerald
was a
McClellan.
hard puncher.
Oh,
McCullen was a hard puncher.
he was a devastating puncher, man. And he right now he's in a vegetative state. His sister
Yes.
takes care of him. It's
Yeah.
really sad. I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
that was a man against a woman. Angel Diaz that was a man against a woman.
And
What
Morris,
kind of private do the individual have? What kind of private area? Do they have both?
I don't know, but Nick M just said, "Hey Tim, I rewatched your first fight with Bone Crusher the other day. What a battle it was!"
Yeah, the first fight, I was in good shape. I sparred good. I trained real good. We chopped a lot of wood. I beat him. Out of 12 rounds. I beat him 10. You could say 10 of them. And then the second fight, and I keep saying on the show, the second fight, I found out that Don King was trying to get Tyson. He was trying to get Tyson. He didn't care about me or Bone Crusher, but I was supposed to fight Tony Tubbs because I smoked the marijuana guys, and I didn't know, and it lasted long, and it tested it positive after the Tubbs fight. So I had to do a rematch. So I was training hard to fight Tubbs, and then Tubbs pulled out. They called me and said, "Hey, Tubbs hurt his shoulder." So I quit training for about 7 days, 10 days. Then they called me back and said, "Hey, the fight's still on. You fighting Bone Crusher?" And I said, "Hey, man, I haven't been training. At that time, Don King didn't care about me or Bone Crusher. He wanted Tyson." So I was going through all kind of stuff anyway. I went over there in England and knocked Frank Bruno out. I went home with 150,000. Frank Bruno went home with $1 million forward or something like that. So I just was fed up with the way I was getting treated and paid. And I still was cool with Don in a way, but I just didn't want to go through it. So we all got together and I said, "Look, man, I'm not going to win this fight against Bone Crusher if it's close." And I wasn't in shape. So we got together. I said, "Yo, man, I'm going to get some lawyers. We're going to get some lawyers." Matter of fact, I was talking to attorneys and lawyers so we can go sue Don, and so I said, "Yo, man, I'm going down." So everybody in my corner knew that, we found out, we made sure it was a 3 knockdown rule in effect. And I went down. And if you look at the fight, I was acting. And when I got up, I had to make it look good because you won't get paid if you. So I was like acting like I was hurt, but I wasn't. And I feel bad for Bone Crusher. I told him, I said, "Yo, man, I had to do that." He said, "No, I knocked you out." I said, "All right, Bone." I went to him face to face. I told him, I said, "Man, I had to do that." I said, "I had to go down because of all the stuff that's going on. I wasn't in shape." Tubbs, if you look at the history, Tubbs got a hurt shoulder. Then we broke camp for like 7 to 10 days. And then Don called us back and said, "Hey, the fight's still on. You fighting Bone Crusher." And I argued with him. I said, "Yo, my obligation is to Tubbs." He would say, "No, you fighting Bone Crusher." So that was the decision I made. And I don't have to sit here and lie. I'm a good boxer. I'm a good person. I'm not going to lie to the people of the boxing world. And I just feel bad for Bone Crusher. And he keeps saying, "No, and I knocked you out." And I said, "All right, Bone, I'm sorry."
All right, man. Hey, my buddy Rascalot's got a question for you too, Tim.
Okay.
He's up
What's
here.
going on? What's going on, Tim? Salute. Hey, I got a question for you. How many times have you heard people tell you that they thought that you beat Larry Holmes?
All the time. Everybody.
I'm one of those guys who believe that. Me and my father.
Yes.
Yep. We always thought that you won that fight.
If I had a couple more fights, I think I could have stopped them. I could have stopped them. And one of those rounds that I heard him, I was too anxious. And my trainer told me, and you hurt somebody, don't panic, relax. That's when you got to relax. Keep your defense tight and approach your opponent with not, don't go wild. Relax, set your shots up. That's what I didn't do. I rushed it. When I seen him get hurt, I just rushed it. You know, only had 13 professional fights, 7 amateur fights. Here it is, 1979. I'm fighting I'm an amateur. I only had 7 amateur fights, and I'm fighting one of the greatest boxers during that era. So, yeah, when I heard him, I didn't take my time, and my trainer told me, he said, Tim, you should have relaxed and then pick your shots. I didn't do that. So I felt I won the fight. But when you fighting guys like Larry Holmes, who's trying to reach Rocky Marciano's record, you can't just beat the champ. You got to do extra. You got to really convince the judges. So if I didn't go overboard, doing extra, I knew they was going to give it to me.
Right. Did you train to parry his jab because he couldn't get his jab off?
Yeah. See, I had a good trainer. That's why I'm trying to get with some of these boxers doing this stuff. We practiced. We had 3 tall guys with long jabs, good jabs, jabbing me for a month and a half. So when I got into that ring, Larry Holmes jabs was nothing. I didn't even if you watch the video, I was just catching it.
Oh yeah, I've seen that fight plenty of times. Yeah.
Yeah, because we practiced that. And that's what today's boxers, this is what you need to do. Find out your opponent's strength and practice on blocking it or whatever it is, and you'll do well in the ring. And that's what we did. I didn't even care about his jab.
You're right. Yeah, because I could tell he was starting to get frustrated in the mid rounds because he couldn't get it off.
And I was determined. And before the fight, he tried to use his brain to frustrate me and everything. But I had a family behind me. I had a neighborhood behind me. I had a whole lot of people that wanted to see Larry Holmes lose. and I just used that. I just said, man, when I heard him, I was like, where the hell am I at? Like when I heard him in that round, I can't remember. I can't really remember what I did right now. When I heard him in that 9th round, I won't even look at the tape and say, wow, I can't remember me trying to get him.
Yeah, yep.
I was a young buck. So.
Rascal, when you're not talking, just mute your mic because I'm getting back to you.
Okay.
World Combat Sports, bro. Salute to you, my man. Shout out, man. You got a question you might ask Tim Witherspoon? Come on up here, man. We're going to have our brother Leon Muhammad up here, but Leon, he was under the weather. He's in the hospital tonight. But anyway, man, me and Tim are hanging out. Anybody has a question for Tim, man, come on up here and ask him because it's a lot easier doing that and asking him.
One great thing, what he did too, he tried to intimidate me before the fight. I don't know what was wrong. He knew I wasn't scared of him, but he tried to use all these different tactics to try to see if I get scared, and I didn't do that. Anything he did, we walked down the hallway. He tried to intimidate me. He sent people. He was sitting in the audience when I was sparring. So somebody came to me when I came back to the sparring and said, yo, Larry's sitting over there on the 10th row. And I said, what? And so they pointed him to me. So I got up. I said, yo, come sit in the front seat. That's what I told Larry. He was sitting in the audience. He was worried. He was worried. I said, come sit in the front seat. I said, don't sit back there. And he got up and left. That was really cool, though. All that kind of stuff, man.
Do you think your era is better than this era? Including, let's say, Vladimir Klitschko's era to now? Do you think the 80s was better, more talented?
Yeah,
I
more
think it is.
talented.
Yeah.
You know, they have more technique. No, not technique. They have more training skills. Like they have sports medicine. My trainer wouldn't let me lift weights. My trainer wouldn't let me do certain things. You know, so they had the old time religion stuff where they wouldn't let us do no weights and other stuff. Where Evander Holyfield and Tyson and them, they had them lifting weights, running, doing all kind of sports medicine things. So my trainer believed in the old way. He believed in the old way, and I think that hindered a lot of my training. If I would have if you looked at me, I wasn't really muscular.
If you were around today,
I was in good shape. But you look at Evander, Tyson, all of them, they was pumping weights and everything. So that's where I didn't benefit. If I would have got into a program like that, oh man, God knows the limits, you know, because I had the skills.
yeah, you just didn't get the physical conditioning you can get today. You know,
They are doing everything.
Yeah, I think they do overdo it this generation. I think they overdo it this generation. That's why these heavyweights are slower. I mean, when I was younger, when I used to box, that was the same thing we were told. Don't lift any weights. It was the same thing.
Oh, how old are you?
It's so old school. It's so old school. I'm 40 something.
Oh, okay. The old timers are telling you.
I'm in my late 40s. I'm in my late 40s.
Okay.
Yeah. And when I used to box at 132 pounds, they used to always tell us, don't lift any weights, don't lift any weights. And guess what? We didn't listen. We used to go and lift weights in the backyard. We go lift weights in the local gyms in the hood that I lived in. And then you would see it. We go in the ring and we would get tired first round, hitting the heavy bag or sparring, especially sparring. Sparring, you really got tired fast if you was lifting weights. And our coaches was so good at spotting that, say, hey man, you guys been lifting weights again, so but yeah, I think the coaches did the right thing.
Yeah. Well, nowadays, like I wish I would have did that. The sports medicine was just starting near like the end of my career, like near the 3/4 of it. Then we seen all these guys lifting weights. We seen the sports medicine trainers doing their stuff with this and all that stuff. And I was like, wow, we missing out.
And plus, they do it scientifically. It's not like they go there and they deadlift. It's not like they just go in there and bench press crazy weights.
And dieting.
Oh, diet is so key, man. Diet is the magic pill. That's the equalizer right there, man. If you can keep your diet in check all year long, all season long, then you don't have to go to fat camp. You're already in shape to go to fight camp. Most of these fighters now, they have to lose 25, 30 pounds before they can even step in the ring. They have to steam room, running, fasting. I mean, crazy stuff. Just eat clean and lean. That's all.
Yep. You know what a benefit too is that I had one of them. I was around a lot of those trainers that had that knowledge, and they were dying, passing away. Some of them passed away, and they had knowledge. I was in Philly with Joe Frazier. Ali even came in town. He was all natural and danced and boxed, but Georgie Benton, Slim Robinson, my trainer, Hank Durham, all those guys that had that knowledge where you keep your hands up, relax, bam. They were there, and they start passing away. I didn't take heed to it. Like, wow, he died. I didn't think about the knowledge that he had, but later on, I was like, wow, he passed away, and if you didn't get that, it's gonna be hard. I thought about that later. I said, wow, I was with a good trainer. I said, man, I got it good. I was a good trainer, had me keep my hand up there and block, relax, slip, left hook. Then I was taught this way, like this, and this goes on your stomach. And a lot of these trainers, like Floyd Mayweather, he put his hands in a position, but he really don't know where they're supposed to go. I know, I checked that out. Somebody showed him, and they calling it the Philly shell. Everybody in England saying it's the Philly shell. Let me say this to you. You heard the term Philly shell?
Oh, yeah.
You ever hear the term Philly shell?
I never heard it before. And even
Right.
my trainer back in the days, which was in the late 90s and the early 2000s, he was already in the 70s, and he didn't even know what it was. Yeah,
Right.
I
That's
never
what
heard him
I'm
mention
saying.
it.
Who made that up? I never heard. I had a good trainer. He never mentioned to me the Philly shell. I'm over in England and Ireland. Everybody's saying Philly shell. Man, where you get this from? Where you get the Philly shell from? Show me what the Philly shell is. I found out this what the Philly shell is. Let me show you. This is all the Philly shell is. You see everybody doing this? This is the Philly shell. See these? You put them here, and you take these elbows, dig them in. That's the shell. That's the shell. That's what I found out what the shell is. Somebody added on some Philly shell. This is a shell. It's tight. There's no movement. A shell is just like this. Everybody, the old heads in Philly, they say, "Oh, go shell up," and all they did was this. That's all that's what the shell was. But they didn't say Philly shell. They used to just say the shell. Man, get in your shell. And all they did was this. They didn't do all this stuff. So somebody created that, brother.
Yeah, because I was gonna say all the years
about that. You know about
yeah. I was gonna say all the years of Georgie Benton training Holyfield, training Pernell Whitaker. I never heard him ever use the term Philly shell, and he's from Philly. He uses that style of boxing, and I never heard him say it. Yeah. Bruce, have you heard Benton say that? Never, right? Yeah.
No. I never noticed it until Tim brought that to my attention a few months back. And
they never said
I've
Philly shell.
only heard it on YouTube. Since I came to YouTube, that's where I hear it all the time.
Oh, wait a minute. You from Philly? You from
No,
Philly?
I'm from Oakland.
You from Oakland?
Yeah, I'm in Oakland.
Wow. Slick side. He's on the slick coast.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I've never heard the Philly shell. So after I retired, I started hearing people say the Philly shell, the Philly shell. I heard people when I was going to England a lot. Hey man, the Philly shell. And I was like, what the hell are they talking about? This was the shell. In Philly, all the old heads, when I was little, I used to hear them say, even before I was boxing, I used to hear them say, get in your shell. And all they did was this. Tighten the D up. Yeah, that's all they did. That's the Philly shell. Somebody added on the Philly shell, but the only thing I heard the old guys saying was shell. They never said Philly shell.
Yeah, it seems like that just sounds cool. It just sounds cool calling it Philly shell.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bruce. Sorry.
Who had the best Philly shell in the gym in Philadelphia? Tim. Who had the best one?
Everybody tighten that D up. Everybody shelled up like this.
But who was the tightest?
There was a lot of them that kept this tight. There was a lot of them. And
James Schuler. James Schuler was good. Was he Philadelphia?
Oh, James Schuler, yeah. You didn't see him doing all this that much. Yeah, he did get in there like that. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them just kept their thing like when you throw on them, they did this. Everybody was known to tighten up like that and fire back. As soon as you feel something, boom, fire back.
That was Matthew Saad Muhammad's defense, and it wasn't that good. But that's all he did was shelling.
Hey, he knows, Bruce. I was his sparring partner. Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's all he did was put the shell like you just said. And unfortunately, he used to take a lot of hits. But
yeah, he did. He would try to make you. I was his sparring partner too. He would go into the shell, wait for you to get tired so he could knock you out.
Yep. That's a fact.
He used to go in the shell and let you punch yourself out, and then he would take you right out. I was his sparring partner, Eddie Mustafa. I sparred with Jerry Cooney. Let me see who else names. What's that?
Jerry Cooney could crack, huh?
Well, the thing is that my trainer taught me how to deal with him, and he couldn't do what he wanted to do with me. So when I went,
he's a puncher. Jerry. He's a puncher.
Yeah, he is. So when
Cooney's a puncher.
When they hired me, and I went up there into New York, I seen about 6 sparring partners. They was all beat up. They was broken ribs. Some had like some bruises. And I was like, Slim, I said, I was with my trainer. I said, something wrong. I said, he said, yeah, Tim. He said, look at all those sparring. They all beat up. They had bandages on, like they holding their arm up. And he said something wrong with here. He said something wrong. He went and investigated. True story. He found out that Jerry Cooney had on 12 ounces. He had the middle cut out.
Wow.
And he taped his hand with electrical tape. He taped his hand. He taped it up. Then he put black electrical tape on, and the middle was cut out. Slim said, "Don't worry about that. I swear." And I hate to talk bad about Jerry. Slim said, "Don't worry about that, Tim. Don't worry. Just get in there. There's guys all beat up, broken ribs, everything, all messed up." And so Jerry Cooney would step down to throw that. All I did was easy. Just step over. We made him look kind of bad. So after a while, they told me to leave. I didn't get hurt or anything. I didn't get hurt.
Why do you think they would do that? Why wouldn't they want him to put him in the ring with you to learn different defenses? Why would they want him to hurt his sparring partners? What does that give him, a false sense of bravado?
I was young.
But didn't you ever say, didn't you ever think, why is he busting these sparring partners up? That's doing him no good at all.
We just got out of there. We was there. We saw what was going on. And Slim said, no, we're not going to back off. We're going to deal with it. And I worked out pretty good. I think I bruised his nose. I bruised his nose. Now he could punch. But that's what we found out. We seen him with the black electrical tape and the gloves, and the middle of the gloves was cut out. Wow. I'm telling you the truth. Yeah, that's what he did. And my trainer still made me spar with him.
Now, what year was that, Tim? Was that after the Norton fight?
That was right before the Norton fight, because I was sparring with him, and then my trainer knew Kenny's Norton trainer. What was his name?
Bill Slayton.
Yeah, Bill Slayton. So we went over to Kenny. This is what we did. We went over to Ken Norton's camp, and my trainer was telling him how to beat. We were snitching. I wasn't. I was young learning. So my trainer knew Slate, and he was over there telling Kenny Norton how to beat Jerry Cooney. But Kenny Norton was old. And Jerry Cooney was up and coming, and he took Ken Norton out. So we went over to their camp after we got finished with Cooney. We went over to their camp, and my trainer was talking to Bill Slate for a couple of days, about how to get to Jerry Cooney, but it didn't work because Ken Norton was just past his time.
Yeah, that was a great experiment. That was a sad to see.
I think Jerry Cooney would have still won if he fought Ken Norton in his prime.
Oh, I don't know.
I believe that because Ken Norton has a history of losing to punchers.
Okay.
I mean, that's just that's what I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He might have a good point there.
Yeah, he crumbled to the guys like Ernie Shavers and George Foreman and Quarry and Cooney rather. But he could take the punches of Larry Holmes for 15 rounds. He could go head to toe with Tex Cobb. They just threw bombs at each other.
Yeah. Tex Cobb was another one with a chin.
Yes, he did. Tex had a chin. He was a nice guy too. Yo, man,
Tim,
I had fun with Larry Holmes. I had fun with Larry Holmes, and Jerry Cooney had a lot of problems after a while. I had fun with Larry Holmes, and he knocked Cooney out.
He did.
I'm telling you, I had fun with Larry and going through it. My defense was good, and he knocked Jerry out. He
didn't want no rematch.
No, he didn't.
We all wanted a rematch, man. I was saying that I'm 25 years old. I'm saying, come on, rematch this fight.
Yeah, I wish there would have been a rematch to that too.
To who fighting?
Larry Holmes.
Oh yeah,
you guys with Larry Holmes. Yeah,
I think I would have did a lot better the second time. I would have got in really good shape. His jab didn't. We took his jab away. block,
That's his
boom,
best weapon. Yeah.
boom.
Yep.
And that's how Larry gets you. He wear you down with that jab, then he catch you with the right hand. And once he catch you with the right hand, then he try to finish you. We took his jab away, and that was his confidence. So we practiced, like I told you, a month and a half blocking guys with hard jabs. I was up there blocking. And if you see the fight, I just kept this right here. Boom. And if I seen a hook, I would go catch it here. But he didn't really throw a hard hook. We took his bread and butter away, and he didn't know what to do after that.
And you know, I hate to keep saying this, but that's the importance of defense in boxing. Look at Tim right now, 65 years old. He can still 66 years old, sharp as a tack, no dementia, no. I never got punched in the head by sledgehammer throwers like you did, and I'm forgetting things every day too. But I got no excuse for it. At least you got the excuse of having them freaking sledgehammers banged off your head by guys like freaking Ernie, in sparring with Joe Frazier, with Saad Muhammad, and actual fights with Frank Bruno and Larry.
Carter Truth hit me real good.
Carl
He
the
stuck
Truth.
that right hand down on me. Frank Bruno stunned me a little bit.
Yeah, Frank Bruno was strong, man. That was a good fight.
Yes.
That's a good fight.
Salute to the kangaroo. Carl Hansen, my brother from Australia.
Tim, did you know Buster Drayton?
Oh yeah,
his father used to. Listen, Buster Drayton. That's who started. That's who I first went to camp with him and Kenny Reese.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The first day I went, he only lived a minute away from me. We from the same neighborhood.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a good fighter. He was a good fighter.
Yeah, his name was Crab.
Okay.
And they called him Buster, and I went to the gym with him. I went to the gym with him, me and my other friend who played football. That's the first day I went to the gym with him, and we had a trainer that he didn't really know a lot. He was training with Boogaloo Watts, but I don't think he ever taught Boogaloo Watts anything. And I went with him, and I found out that was the beginning. So I went with him, and that's when I started learning about trainers and stuff. So I used to tell these young guys, when you go to a gym, make sure you do research before you go into the gym. I lost my first fight against a guy that how am I going to be fighting a guy that's 4-time amateur champion, some Spanish dude? He beat me
right.
fight. Then I won the next 5 fights, and then I fought Marvis Frazier. I lost a decision. Then Larry Holmes had sent somebody. They heard about me, and they wanted me to be a sparring partner. So I found out real quick. I found out that they told my trainer, old man Booker, and he never told me. He said, so somebody said, how come you didn't take that job with Larry Holmes? I said, what are you talking about? He said, yeah, they went and visited and talked to your trainer. They wanted you to come up there. And they said they told him. So Clarence Booker never told me because he knew that I was going to find out there was better teachers than him. When I found out, I left him. I left the old man, and I felt bad, but he lied and everything. He didn't do that. So when I became champion, I went back to the gym and wanted to help him. He told me to get out of his gym. I won the championship, and I went back to his gym, and I knew that he didn't really know that much. I would have got hurt. I never would have became champion if I didn't leave him. If I would have stayed with him.
And you didn't go back in the gym to rub that in his face either.
I went back to help him. And he told me to get out. He told me to get out.
That sounds like stuff movies are made in. Who do you think is the best? Who do you think is the best trainer from Philadelphia without saying Slim Jim Robinson? Besides Slim.
But there's
got to be number one.
It got to be Benton, man. For me, it got to be Benton. It got to
be. Well, I'm just saying, everybody like
he had Pernell Whitaker, man.
Like Slim Robinson. Everybody like this Slim, but I'm gonna like him because he was my trainer.
Benton called Pernell Whitaker. He said that was his masterpiece.
Oh man. Oh man.
He said Pernell was his masterpiece.
Yeah, Pernell Purnell was the funniest too.
And,
Purnell
and how was Purnell's defense being a defensive master?
he moved a lot. He moved a lot, in my opinion. But in terms of laying there blocking or like doing like stuff like the old timers, he was actually when he moved. That's how they got out of the way of punches. But when you get tired, sometimes you have to learn how to come here, or go over here, throw them shoulders in. He wasn't good at that. He was good at moving and getting out the way. Sometimes you get tired. I was told you're going to have to resort to these, keeping it tight, here, countering back. And
Yeah,
that was really what I did. So,
he,
but he
he,
was a mover. He was a mover.
he got hit a lot later in his career.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes, he
and,
did. Yes, he did. Yeah.
I mean, shit, the guy was jogging at 10 o'clock at night with a black tracksuit on in the dark, and he was, when he got killed, yeah, he wasn't as sharp as he should have been. He definitely and
He
not
got
to mention, he was doing the coke too. He was all messed up on the coke
yeah,
too.
but how did he get killed?
He got hit by a car. He was
He got
jogging.
hit by a car.
He was jogging at night with a black tracksuit on, and with no streetlights in the zone, and
Oh
he got
God.
hit. Yeah, the person stayed there till the cops came and everything. There was no hit and run. He was just, you couldn't see him.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was with him.
Tragic.
Yeah, I was with him. I was with him. Let me. You keep on talking so I remember what I did. I came.
I love
I
it.
asked him for some money. How about this? I think we was in Vegas somewhere, and I was playing with him. He was like, we was talking, and I said, "Yo, man, I'm broke, man. He's a nice dude." I said, "Yo, man, I'm broke, man. I had money." I said, "Man, can you look out for me, man?" I said, "Man, Don King been robbing me. Don't you know he went in his pocket and was getting ready to give me some money?" And I said, "No, I'm just joking. Ain't that something?" I said to Burnell, I was playing with him. I said, "Man, I'm broke, man. I've been getting treated bad." I said, "Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I go home." He went in his pocket, and I think it was like 200 or 300. And I said, "No, I'm sorry. I'm just playing with you." And he looked at me and said, "You don't need it?" And I said, "No, man, I'm cool." That's when I know he was a good dude. No,
Wow.
look
Yeah,
at
it's a good
Bruce.
dude.
I'm serious. I swear he went in his pocket and came out. He had hundreds, and he was getting ready to give me it. And I told him,
That's
"No, I'm just joking."
that's so beautiful, bro. That really does something to my heart. I hear that. That's great.
Yeah, I was like, "Whoa."
When people when people start saying things about Purnell that I don't like, I'm gonna repeat that story. And say, yeah,
Oh, listen, I didn't take the money. I had money. I was playing with him, and he went in his pocket and he pulled out hundreds. He said,
that's the brotherhood, man. That's the
yeah,
brotherhood.
he said, "You serious?" He got serious like this. He said, "You serious?" I said, "Yeah, man." And he started, and I said, "No, I'm playing. Oh my goodness. That's when I said, "Man, he's a good dude. He's a good dude."
Yeah, some tough guys out of Philly, man. Some good fighters from up there.
Oh,
I think that one old school
He's from
fighter is from
Virginia.
Philly, right, Bruce?
He's
Right,
from
Bruce?
Virginia.
Battle. Oh no,
Who?
yeah, I know he's from Virginia. He's from Norfolk.
how about Gypsy Joe Harris? Did you know him?
Who?
Gypsy Joe Harris.
Oh, Gypsy. I was around him. I was around him. Ain't that
Middleweight.
something? Yeah, I was around those guys when I first started. Gypsy Joe. Yup. Gypsy Joe. Yup.
Another tough
I
guy.
really didn't talk to him or nothing.
And you mentioned Boogaloo Bobby Watts.
Boogaloo. I was in training in the same gym as Boogaloo. Matter of fact, Boogaloo was Clarence Booker, the guy that was training with me. He used to help Boogaloo. They used to train with him. They used to train with Boogaloo.
Yeah, he was a good boxer.
Yeah, Boogaloo Watts.
He's got the
Good
wings
boxer.
over hat. And Willie the Worm's another one from Philly.
I was with Willie. I was in training camp with Willie. See all these guys. He was teaching me stuff. I had knowledge from a lot of those guys. What's his name? Oh God. He had cerebral palsy. He was a black, dark skin. That's my man too. Not Griffin, but he from Philly. Cyclone Hart.
Oh, Eugene Hart. Yes.
Eugene
Yeah,
Hart.
I know that fighter.
Yeah, I was with
I know
him
that.
in camp. I was in Willie the Worm. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. I was with all these guys. Ali, Joe
That's why.
Frazier. I wasn't in camp with him, but I was in the gym with him.
This is where
Tim,
I
did
like
you
to get.
know? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. That's why I like to get him up here. Once we get that brain going, we get back to South Philly. He starts having the flashbacks in the gym, man. And we get some classic stories on here, and I love them, man. I love them. This is what I was meant to do over here, Rascal.
That's
Yeah, I
part.
know, man.
Go ahead. Go
Talk
ahead,
about the
Raj.
old days.
Roscoe, you was going to ask a question.
I was gonna say, did you know Freddie Pendleton?
I met him before. I met him
Okay.
and talked to him on several different occasions. Yeah,
That guy was sneaky, man. He would get wins over champions out of nowhere, right, Bruce? You remember that
I
guy?
know. Yeah, yeah, Freddie. Yep, I remember. Yeah, them was the good old days. This show started
He
out.
knocked out Roger Mayweather. He was an
Yeah,
under.
yeah, yep,
He come
yep.
in like a 50-50 record, and then I think he even won a world title, didn't he?
I think so.
I don't think so. I don't think he. Maybe he did. I'm not sure.
You
I'm not
know
sure.
these stuff, man. You timers.
I remember he was a contender, a tough contender. And if you
Yes.
slept on him, you didn't take him serious, you was gonna be sleep.
100%. 100%. Yep, you right about that. Yeah, I was around a lot of those
Now you
guys.
got me thinking. I'm gonna have to go see if he had a world title.
Freddie Pendleton,
There,
I think he did.
there was a light heavyweight from Philly, named what was his name? Harold Johnson. The guy was buff for no reason. Have you guys
talking
ever
about
heard
the
of him?
old Harold Johnson?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
dude was
I
buff
had a
for
chance
no
to
reason.
Huh?
He was buff for no reason, man. The guy just woke up with muscles.
Yeah, no, he was back when the Joe Frazier days and stuff were around that
Yeah,
era. I just met
yeah,
him
he
a couple
was.
of times, and I think he was trying to train people. He was trying to train people. Yeah, Harold
Okay.
Johnson was tough.
Yeah, he was tough. He was tough.
Freddie
He was a
Pendleton,
bad dude.
Freddie Pendleton, former IBF world title holder.
Yes.
Oh,
I
okay. So he
remember.
did win a title. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Is he from Virginia somewhere?
No, I think he's from Philly.
He's from. He was born in Philly, and he lives in Miami, but he was
Okay.
born in Philly. So he's definitely a Philly guy. Blue Horizon. You ever fight at the Blue Horizon? That place was a shrine.
Yeah, I fought the first sellout at the Blue Horizon. Yeah.
They say there wasn't a bad seat in the house over there too.
Yeah, because it was kind of compact and it was tight. They had the bleacher, they had the balconies up there, and front row was up there in the balconies. If you was in the balconies, it was like you in the front row. It
Oh,
was
wow.
really close and compacted in. You hear people screaming. It was really good. It was really good place.
Did you get to meet Betty Briscoe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I trained with Betty at Joe Frazier's.
That's a tough dude right there, man.
Yes,
he had Marvin Hagler on his toes.
I was there. I was at the fight. It was at the Spectrum. I wasn't even really fighting then. I really wasn't fighting. And he was backing Marvin Hagler up the whole
he made Marvin Hagler back up the whole fight.
The whole fight. I was there. It was at the Spectrum in Philly.
Yep.
Wow, it's good talking about the old stuff.
Yep. You know, that's Hagler, man. He was boxing his head off, man.
Yes, yeah, Hagler was.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He was throwing a whole lot of punches.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, that's my brother D-Ray. Another straggler coming in to see us over here, man. You know,
we having fun.
I'll tell you, Friday night's a tough time to draw a crowd because everybody does a live show at this time on Friday night, and we're lucky. We got a dozen people or so that came in here to see us, and a bunch of other people that passed through. And there's nothing like rehashing the old days with somebody who lived the freaking Philadelphia streets over here, man. Spat in the same spit bucket that Rocky used to clean.
I was really expecting to be a football player, a tight end, and then I wound up boxing, man. So these young guys out there, whatever you're doing, don't quit. keep on pushing. I thought I was going to be a professional football player one day. I got hurt. I had a 4-year football scholarship to a small college. If my marks were better, I would have went to a bigger college. And then I started as a freshman in this smaller college, and I got injured. I got hit in the back. This guy speared me in the back, and it took me a while to recover. I still have a little problems with my back. I still could fight and everything, but it's still and I found out that I had 2 lower vertebrae bent downwards, and that was from that shot. So I was getting cramps in boxing, right? I didn't realize that you're supposed to clean your colon and stuff out before you fight, because you got to get all that stuff out there so you could breathe better and don't get cramps. So I went to the hospital, the doctors, to try to find out why I was keep getting cramps in my fights. You know, I was getting cramps, you know, and almost lose the fight. So he was x-raying me, and he's like, yo, you got 2 vertebrae bent down. And I said, wow, and he showed me. I said, that's from the accident in football. 2 of my lower vertebrae in the lower back is bent. He spared me like that.
Is it still bent down? You didn't have no operation, did you?
No, I didn't get no operation, but it still affects me now. Like right now, it hurts. He don't want you to see him, Rash. He don't want you to see what he's doing.
Please, I don't want to blow my clean. It was a dry one. A lot of noise.
Yeah, so that's been giving me a lot of trouble. That's been giving me a lot of trouble in my back. When I saw the x-ray, I was like, whoa, grew my lower vertebrae. They wasn't up, they was bent downwards. And I said, the dude was like 6'6". He was a linebacker. I caught a pass over the middle, and then I hit 2 cornerbacks, and I was getting ready to break loose. And you can see the video. You know, after the game is over, you study all your mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I could see where he hit me.
What did he do? Clip you?
Oh, he hit me with the helmet, and that's where the 2 lower vertebrae. That's where that came from. Him hit me, and so that ended my career. Of playing football, even though I could play, but it hurted. And right now, when it's real cold, I can feel it hurting in the back there. So that kind of like hindered me sometimes when I was boxing, but I just pushed through it. I pushed through it. And I get cramps and stuff. I was getting cramps. But you know what? Al fixed the cramps. I had a colon cleanse. That's all I had to do. I was getting a cramp every, like the 3rd round come. I always was getting a cramp. 3rd, 4th round. I got a colon cleanse. The cramps went away.
Clean it right out before the fight starts, right?
A lot of people don't know that. A lot of boxers they do it, and a lot do, but I didn't know that. So I started cleaning my colon out. The cramps went away. Ain't that something?
Hey, man, you said it before. Valuable advice from a veteran. A lot of these cats today, they don't even know simple stuff like that, where if you had a fighter who was having that kind of a problem, and man, might even be a career-ending industry, and probably only needs to get the shit out of his freaking colon, clean himself up. Before.
It always happened at the 3rd or 4th round. The 3rd or 4th round, I get that cramp, and I was almost losing the fight. That's how bad it was. Yeah. Early in my career, and then I corrected it. I started colon cleanse, and then it went away. I was like this.
Let me ask you this. How come you was able to stop Tillis, but Mike Tyson couldn't?
Oh, that was good. See now, real quick, there was a time when I was supposed to fight Quick Tillis, and I got sick. Wait a minute. I got sick, and I couldn't fight him. So he was bragging, he said you was scared of me. You was scared of me. He was in a hotel. He was like putting his hand in my face. He said, you punk, you was scared of me. What the hell happened?
Wow.
I forgot something happened, and they pushed the fight back.
Let me see if I can pull that fight up.
I knocked him out in the 1st round because he was antagonizing me. He said, you punk, you didn't want to fight me.
Yeah.
wait a minute, something happened. I broke my
Mike
jaw.
Tyson struggled with him.
I know. Listen, I broke my jaw. What happened was I was teaching this young kid, light heavyweight. He passed away. His name Lightning Bob. I was teaching him how to throw a left hook in the ring up at Ali's camp, Muhammad Ali's camp.
Mhm.
So when I was opening my mouth to say something, he threw the hook and it broke my jaw. So that's why I didn't fight Quick Tillis the first time. Then I waited a whole year. And he was like, "Yeah, you punk. You didn't want to fight me. You didn't, bitch." And I said,
Yeah, he was talking.
All right. Knocked him out in the first round. Look at him.
Yep, I remember watching this.
Yeah, I had broke my jaw. I had broke my jaw from this light heavyweight kid named Lightning Bob Smith. And I was teaching him. And as soon as I said something, he threw it. Boom. He broke my jaw. And I wasn't sparring. I was teaching him.
Oh, wow. Oh, you was in the middle of talking. I got you.
I did have gloves on, playing around with him.
You must have been pissed.
Yeah, well, a year later is when I fought him. That's Carl King and Aaron Snowell, who was in my corner. I think Slim, my trainer, he had enough of Don King, so he left. He said, "Tim, I can't pay my bills," and I respected him. He said, "I got to move on, Tim. I'm sorry, I got big bills to pay." So my head trainer left. I respected him. So yeah, I'm just trying to fill him out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Tillis is strong.
Well, they had more experience. Yeah, they had more experience than me. Only had like 7 amateur fights.
Yeah, he's a good mover. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a messed up. I got my defense. I said, okay.
There you go.
I'm still learning though, guys. Just remember, I'm still learning right now.
How many fights was this for you?
I think I can't remember. I'm getting old. God.
I could go check it out later. There's a slip right there.
What? I don't know how many fights I had. I think this was like the 13th.
Oh, this was before Larry Holmes.
Okay. This was Quick Tillis had more experience than me in the ring.
Yeah, this film is screwing up. It's not my copy. It looks like somebody's VCR.
This was after. This was after.
After Tillis.
Oh, was that?
Yeah, because you fought Floyd Cummings before this.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna see me catch him with that right. See that? Here it come. Boom. I caught him with that right. Then that's what put him down.
You see that left leg? That left leg went out on him.
It did.
First round knockout.
This is where inexperience come in. I rushed it, and I should have took my time. And look, I rushes everything. I did slow down a little bit, but I'm rushing them. And if I would have took my time, I could have really put something on them.
No, you put him down again. You couldn't put much more on him than that.
So he went 10 rounds with Tyson. He went 10 rounds with Tyson.
Oh, damn, you're beating this poor kid up, Tim. What the
fuck?
But
you can see the inexperience. You can see my inexperience.
Yeah, but you got him.
Relaxed, and took my time, bing, bing, and come up. I was a little sloppy.
Hey, Bruce, he got if you look on his record, look at the amount. Right after this, you fought Greg Page and then Pinklin Thomas. Like, you was fighting good fighters back to back. You don't see that today.
And you know what? Not even knowing that I was getting ripped off, my business part was messed up, and I still went on and kept on fighting. I kept on fighting, and I wasn't really training. I did a lot of chopping wood. I ran, but I knew I was getting ripped off. It was kind of hard, man. It was kind of hard, champ. Just trying to make ends meet and deal with all this stuff. So I moved on with my life right now. And I'm doing videos. I'm doing these podcasts you hear. You hear
Yeah.
we talking, and
Oh, I'm always
happy.
in the chat. I'm always there.
Yes, listen, I'm happy now. I'm not gonna keep going on. I will talk about Don King, but I'd rather just us have fun and enjoy the
Yep.
rest of my life. If I
Yep.
keep on like Blood Green, he Don King, Don King. I said Blood, and I was telling Bruce, I was talking to Blood, he can't get Don King out of his brains. And I said, no, man, you can't live the rest of your life you were Don King in your brains. You got to go and move on. You got family. You got kids. I got children. I'm moving on with my life. We doing podcasts right now. I love
Right.
everybody. I love
Yep. Yep.
everybody. I don't have no enemies that I know of. And I'm moving on with my life so I can enjoy it, man. I'm enjoying doing this podcast with you and Bruce. You know, I don't want to keep saying Don King, but if you talk about it, I'll talk about it.
How about you and this? How about you and this giant getting together?
Yeah, this was a good fight too.
The
This was a good
merciless
fight
one.
too.
I just got the.
Bruce, this was a 10-rounder, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I believe this is a 10-rounder. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of a hard fight with Ray. He was really tough. He was durable. I had better skills, but he is the kind of person.
Body shots, Tim. Body shots. I never saw you go to body.
I noticed he had little little stuff down there.
You're making. You're hitting him where he lives.
Huh?
You're hitting him where he lives. You're really going to the body. Big. Look at that, man. You're ripping the body. New strategy.
I caught him with that shot.
Yeah.
He was a tough fight, though, guys. He was tough.
Yeah, this was a good fight. I watched this one. This was a good fight.
He was tough.
This is a good 10-rounder.
So he told me after the fight, because he lost to, who did he lose to? They robbed him twice. So he said, look, they got me twice. Now it's my turn. That's what he said to me. But when he see me, he said, man, he said, you won that fight, Tim. But I said, you know what? You deserve to win it too. That's what he tells me. See, I got my hands up and I'm digging to the body. My trainer told me to dig to his body because he got a little bit of flab there. So that's why you see me going to his body through the whole fight. But I did hurt him and he stumbled at what round? I don't know what round that was. I don't know what round that was, Rash.
TVKO too. I remember TVKO back in the day. Used to be on a Friday night. It was great. Man, the body work overtime in here, Tim. Man, look, I can't believe the body work.
He was tough. Now I caught him with that overhand and stumbled a little bit, but I didn't really. Yeah, he caught me with it uppercut. You see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
I did train. There was something happened where I couldn't train for I think it was my back. I couldn't train for 7 days or 6 days.
Salute, brother. He said he has to jump off. Thanks for coming by, man. You went in this fight. You couldn't train for 6 or 7 days because of your back?
Yeah, for 5 days. Something. I think it was my back.
Wow.
It was my back.
And there was no pulling out at this point in your career.
No. This is around the time Don was trying to get Tyson, I think, and he didn't really care about me or Ray.
Oh,
here it come, boom! See, I heard him. I heard him. You see, I heard him with the right, but he recovered. But I didn't have enough juice to take him or try because I think I had an injury before this fight and I had to take off. I think it was my back, that injury from the football. And I could, and my back was strained, so I had to take off for 6 days. Cause I was lighter than that. Look, Ray is aggressive. He don't care.
Yeah, this fight was was in the 90s. This was after Tyson.
Ray was a tough fight. He was tougher than Larry Holmes. I'm gonna say he was tougher than Bruno too. I'm telling you. He kept coming. He was like a bull, kept coming in. But my trainer kept telling me, go to that body, look at his stomach. And that's why you see me going to his body. And it did slow him down a little bit. It did slow him down, but he was determined. A young black man, I'm a young black man, we getting in there. You know how it is, right? And then it was the atmosphere of he didn't want to lose and I didn't want to lose.
Right. Yeah, this was 1996.
96.
Yep, December 96, almost 97.
So this is just little shots they're showing, right?
Yeah, highlights.
Yeah, if I'd have had them 5 days, I think I would have did a little bit better. Look, he couldn't hit me on the defense. I was lying on the defense. He was sneaking shots in. But I felt comfortable because I knew that I had a really good defense. That's what made me feel comfortable in a lot of my fights, guys. I should have put a little bit more offense. Mentally, I know I was getting ripped.
Mm.
Oh, so he left, huh?
Yeah, he jumped off.
Okay.
His equipment starting to fade on him. We'll just catch the end of this fight, man. We'll close it up, man. But this is
okay.
This was a war.
Yeah, it is.
This was
like a neighborhood fight between two black guys, Bruce. We rumbling and stuff.
He won a unanimous decision, huh? The end of the fight.
Is that what he did? He got a unanimous?
Yeah, we'll see if we can hear the scores on here. I'll see if I can put it on.
It was about 97 to 93. Calvin Claxton scores it 97 to 91. And Joseph Pasquale scores about 97 93 for the winner by unanimous decision.
Yeah, he was happy.
He was happy. He got lucky on that one. He looks a little bit heavy too, there, man. He looks like he might be. I don't know. He looks big in that picture. That's a big Ray Mercer.
Yeah, I should have gave him a hug. I just felt that I won. And my sportsmanship wasn't really good at that fight, but
that was late in your career.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, like you told me before, you were in there going through the motions. You were in there for the money. That's the way. That's kind of the bad impression that boxing left on you. But hey, times are different now, bro.
Yeah, because my business wasn't really accurate, taken care of. And I get in the fights knowing that I'm getting ripped.
Sucks.
So here we go, ending another episode.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
shout out to my bro 86 Boxing who's in here, man. MZ, always a pleasure to see you in here, man. I call it terrible gas, bro. We like to keep
that means you gotta pass gas.
Yeah, we're gonna trademark it. But hey, champ, I appreciate you coming on here at short notice, man. We'll get Leon on here next week. We'll have a nice conversation with our brother Leon. And hey, we had a great one tonight, man.
That's right. We're gonna get Leon. We're gonna get Leon on. Yeah, I'm gonna get me something to eat. I'm gonna get a smoothie or something. Then I'm gonna chill. Tomorrow, I don't know. Tomorrow I gotta definitely start exercising tomorrow. I'm gonna start exercising tomorrow. So, all right, Bruce.
You take care. I'm gonna have to drive down to Philly and kick your ass. You take care, my brother.
You ain't gotta worry about that. I'm not gonna let you know where I live, so you can come down there and try to hurt me or something. All right, Bruce. I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?
God bless, my brother. Peace.
All right. God bless you. See you later.
We're out of here, man. Peace.